Welcome back for final round coverage of the 2022 Three Rivers Open presented by the Fort Disc Golf Club, Michiana Pro Shop, and BF Goodrich. I'm Kevin Fodrey, and joining me in the commentary is Aidian Hosler, and we're excited to watch some really good disc golf. We've been watching the Brad Schick show all weekend. Tyler Horne's hanging right in there, as well as Trevon Crowe. And then today we've got Eddie Ward jumping up onto the lead card with a nice 10-down round yesterday. This is gonna be a good finish. Yeah, you can see some of these round ratings. These guys are playing good golf. And out here, Eddie with that 10 down, 10-25 comeback round to jump up on the lead card. We could see some fireworks from him for sure. He's known to put down a scorcher. They call him Shredward.
Starting off the day, hole 1, par 3, 330 feet. Primarily, you're going to see a headwind 9 times out of 10 on this hole. Going to take something stable, put it up there, hopefully crash into that hill and stick.
All right, we
do
got
not
our
want to lengthy putt on this hole because then you do have a decision to make.
Yeah, and this day was windy. I remember final day being pretty windy. You can see the little banners there, or the little ribbon over there on the right side blowing around. It was windy.
This looks great if it sits down.
Oh man, that's still going to be pretty decent. He'll have a nice little safer putt at it with a little bit of hill behind it. Tyler's putter was on last round, so we're hoping to see him continue that streak here. But it's a little bit windier today. Could be a little trickier. But yeah, he hit some bangers yesterday.
Tyler going cap wrap here. Little short. Looks like the wind might have smacked it down a little bit.
Third place position with 17 under par on the weekend. Sponsored by MVP Trevon Crowe. Yeah,
Trevon had a good day the day prior to this. Just a couple hiccups on the putting green and maybe.
Yeah, he was close to just throwing pretty much the same round Brad shot.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. It looks like maybe going, man, and short. We got to have some pretty good headwind going here.
At 14 under par, sponsored by Eddie Ward.
All right, Eddie has got some ground to make up, to say the least. 8 strokes back from the lead. Never know. He can make it interesting. He's been known to bang some putts and throw some nice lines. He loves flipping up a T-bird. I think he has a Star Boss that's really flippy. He throws a lot, so we'll see how he does today.
Tyler gives that a bid, and
that's that putt we're talking about. You're outside the circle. You want to try and run it and get your round started, but leave yourself a little bit of a testy comebacker.
You can see this wind is
just off for Eddie.
It was a good bid for
great bid. And hit the pole and it sat. Sometimes you hit that pole and bye.
Trevon's about 30-ish towards the edge of circle.
Also a little short. Look at this. We got a little celebrity appearance from Zach caddying for Schick over here.
And he
the mustache cat.
No part of that one.
You missed that one long and you're faced with another tester one, but he got it.
No birdies on hole 1. Not one you're going to be mad about parring, especially with this testy green and with this wind moving up there.
Yeah, you get any kind of wind on that green, it's a really tough birdie. We're going to jump right into hole 2, par 4, 630 feet, OB left baseball field, and super thick bush up here on the right, cluster of trees and stuff. You go in there, you probably would take the OB stroke instead. You got a slanted down green leading to the woods, pretty thick woods, so you go a little long on that approach shot, you could be left with a really hard putt. Brad's just going nice, stable force or nuke out there. Safe shot. Gonna leave himself about 300 feet to the pin. Here comes a Zeus from Tyler. He throws this thing very well. Oh, and got a little bit too much nose up on it. Come on.
It's gonna get down.
It's gonna get down. It's gonna get down.
crushed.
That's awesome. Yeah, he probably only has about 200 feet to the pin from there, so he's gonna like that spot.
The further you go, the more you challenge that baseball field, but also the more you're rewarded with that. How easy the second shot can be.
Yeah, if you can get up close enough to throw a putter on your second shot here, that's prime time because you're not going to get that flare skip down the hill into the woods. You're really going to be able to pick your spot, and you won't have to throw the testy shot over the baseball field. Trevon's going to be coming way back on this one. Yeah, that just had no shot at Annie, and Hyzer almost immediately.
There you go.
Yeah, Eddie throwing a nice rip out here. Oh man, that was the 200 mark to the pin. He just soared past. So a little right, but he'll have probably a nice backhand Hyzer, honestly. You think over that bush?
You can see these flagged OB in between the two fences. Trevon's going to be going over the OB all the way. Going to need to get it up in the air, and
That's going to be great. Yeah, that's great. Way to capitalize on the mistake, and then just clean it up, get your par.
Looks a little low.
Just go in.
Oh,
man. Yeah. It's going to be a little in the woods. Tricky putt there.
And this is what Tyler's got
Tyler
left.
is so close. He's throwing the captain's raptor still. He's going for that spike.
Yeah. That's it. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was in. That's a great shot.
And looks like Tyler's probably going to get one on Brad
Yeah,
here.
I would imagine. He's probably going to get one on a few people. And a good shot from Eddie. He'll leave himself with a little 20-footer. Oh, here comes Brad. Marching through the woods. Oh, look at that. Framed up nice for him. Not the worst spot you could have. This looks like the spot we saw Woody hit from last round.
Yeah, Brad.
And that looks just like the same result.
Sorry, Tyler, I spoke too soon.
That's a good putt for Brad. He's gonna be happy about that one with the closest guy behind you sitting right under the basket, banging a knee putt from the woods from 30 is always a good feeling. Trevon's gonna sneak that one over and pick up the good par save after going OB off the tee. That'll be just fine.
Looks like he might have been struggling with some grip there. At least it was the birdie putt.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to be a little upset about walking away with a par after that amazing drive, but, a lot of golf to be played. Holes 1 and 2 never decide the winner. We're going to go to hole 3, par 3, 355 feet. OB left side, right side, you might as well be, and we're going to be looking at a tight forehand tunnel shot here. Basket's going to be just slightly to the right. You can't be early. You don't want to hit a tree. So it's a tricky birdie. But it becomes a bogey quick if you go OB. So
Brad doing the same looking thing
and
he did
that's
yesterday.
yeah. I mean, way worse reaction though. Yesterday he was under the basket. This one, he's gonna leave himself a good 30-35 feet. Tyler going forehand. Man, that's a better result than yesterday's, but he parred on the last one. So that, I mean, let's see if he can make magic happen twice, because that was not an easy shot. It's all right. I mean, he's in the middle enough that he'll be able to scramble just fine for a par from there. Oh, it gets stable. It's not. So Tyler definitely in a better spot than he was yesterday. Captain's Raptor again. Good shot. Right to about 20 feet. Man, it looks like he's going to save the par off of a rough tee shot both rounds. That's incredible. Saving the par, not getting off this tee is good. Here's that entropy from Trevon, just catching that one tree. Here's Eddie about 120 feet out. And that'll be just fine. Take your par and walk away. Not mad about a par on this hole. It's one of the tougher par threes on the course for sure.
Played as our second toughest hole on the day again.
Yeah.
Trevon will have a bogey putt from about 12. Here's Brad for birdie. And that's it.
And he banks it. Now, of course, Brad Schick, the man, the myth, the legend. If you're going to want to, if Brad Schick's ahead of you and he's got a lead, I mean, even if it's just a one-stroke lead, you're going to have to play some good golf because he's not going to make it easy on you. He never does.
And Brad goes 2 under on 3 tries on this hole on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's the second hardest hole on the course.
That's pretty good.
That's taking strokes.
Yeah, you would think Brad would be tired of winning by now. I think he's got over 100 wins. You know, he's not really a charitable guy. Not going to leave any wins out there for anyone else easy. They're going to have to earn it. But he's playing some good golf this weekend, that's for sure.
Moving to hole 4, par 4, 443 feet. Gonna throw a Hyzer up and around this corner, hopefully landing in the middle where the drone's flying over now. The basket's gonna be at the top of this hill. You're gonna wanna land your disc flat into this hill so that it has a chance to stick. No matter how it lands, it does have a chance to slide back down. Lots of rollaway opportunity here. Big number is very possible, but Brad throws it right in the middle.
There's that Captain Drafter from Tyler again. He it seems like he finds the disc that's working for him and he just sticks with it. Yesterday he threw that buzz on almost every hole, and now he's throwing that Captain Drafter quite a bit.
Still ends up in a good spot. You see a lot of people hit that tree there in the middle.
Yeah, not the start Eddie was looking for. I'm sure he was looking to be a little bit better than even through this. But if I know anything about him, he's about to turn it on. So
Puts that one in the middle.
Hey, take your time, man. Don't feel rushed. But hurry up. Hurry up. We're gonna catch the people in front.
You can hear that wind going through the leaves in the background here. It's,
Nico.
see Trevon's dad on the bag today.
oh, that looks great. A little early.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's honestly really easy layup spot. He might even run it with how his putter's been.
I want that to stick.
That's going to be just fine, honestly. It's sad on the hill. Anything that sits, you're going to be happy with.
Oh, this is straight. Look at that.
Parked it.
Finally.
Jeez. Finally, yeah, he sailed the hill yesterday, so feels good to have that one stay up there.
Ski. Yeah.
And that'll be just fine. He's going to have a nice little 20-foot uphill putt.
It's severely uphill.
Yeah,
It's
this
very
camera's
steep.
making this look close. This is not a close putt. That's, oh. You could hear it trickling down. That was probably about a 45-foot putt with about 15 feet of elevation, so that was a hard putt. There's Eddie. That's Eddie we know. Banging his putts with his AVRs. I'm sure that one felt good to watch go down after the first 3 holes, and I'd expect to see a few more after that.
Trevon fights back to even with the birdie on hole 4. This is what Tyler's got left for par here.
Oh no, and that If I could tell you what hole 4 does to people, that's exactly what I would show you.
Oh my God.
Oh.
It's sat, and that does not always sit. He's going to be happy to see that one just drop in. Tyler's going to try to exercise a short memory and move on from that. Brad over here dropping in his nice birdie, moving us into hole 5. Par 4, 425 feet, tight gap off the tee, make the gap and you're rewarded with, guess what, another gap. Hit that gap and you get a birdie, but it's going to be just a 2-shot hole, double forehands or a really tight backhand. I believe Tyler throws the backhand on this. It's a lot harder if you don't have the forehand for this shot, but it's a birdie or a bogey hole. So let's hope we see some birdies. Oh my gosh, and look at the roll. Look at the roll. And it's still in what I would consider the garden. I mean, that's a perfect landing zone. He's so close that it's not going to matter if he has to throw standstill.
Yeah.
And that's also perfect. Those are both great shots. Oh yeah, a little early? No? Oh,
Just fine.
honestly, yeah, just fine. He might be a little pinched. He might actually have to throw a backhand there now. But I think he'll be just fine. Oh man. Maybe still some lingering thoughts from that last hole, but that gap is not big. Oh no. You hate to see it happen, but man, it is rough when you get off the fairway here.
Looks like that's gonna leak right a little bit.
Oh, a little too much sauce there from Trevon. He's gonna be a little long, maybe a 25-foot comeback putt. Little AVR X3 here from Eddie. Might have been a rat. He loves the rat, doesn't he? Braden Sherman, Fort Wayne guy, played great this weekend. Big rat thrower. Says it's the best disc he's ever thrown.
Brad goes over the bush, catches some lettuce there, but looks like he's in the circle. 15 feet. Back to Tyler in the depths of Tillman Park. This looks great.
Honestly, amazing.
Yeah. There's Trevon for birdie. To get to 1 under par. Yeah.
Great putt. And a good putt from Brad. It's going to be another birdie. And cleaning these up. Great hole from Eddie there. And honestly, Tyler with the par, that's a great par after 2 of those shots.
Yeah. Moving on to hole 6, par 4, 436 feet. Gonna want to hit this tunnel down here and find your way to one of these gaps. Get to the basket with a forehand up that left side, or even a backhand hyzer, or putter up the middle.
Relatively easy birdie. Eagle comes kind of out of the question from this tee pad, but it's not a must birdie for sure. This tee shot is demanding. It's a tight tunnel shot for about 250, 260 feet, and yep, if you get early, and yeah, that's some That's some Zach thought about throwing that over in the middle of the fairway for him, but he restrained himself.
I see an Atlas from Eddie. It looks like here.
Yep, that's his more stable one.
That worked.
And Trevon's gonna go with the forehand here today.
You saw Trevon put a good move on it.
Yeah.
The day prior to this. Hyzer flip to turn.
I'll get through it all. That's
great.
just fine.
Pick out. Same spot as yesterday, different result.
Yeah.
It didn't really need.
Tyler gonna go with that buzz.
Yeah, you can hear that wind picking up a little bit. It looks like it might be one of those ones where it holds it right a little bit.
There you go, Tyler.
Nope. It's perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and the forward skip right down the middle. That's a little jump putt to lay up. He's probably about 110 feet away. That was a great shot.
Oh, wow.
Very tough spot from Eddie, and oh my gosh, what a shot. Nice little champ Firebird. That was an awesome shot. And here comes Brad. Just throwing another, just a terrible shot from Brad. Just leaving himself in circle one for a birdie. Just unacceptable play.
Trevon's gonna take this Hyzer gap over here.
Yeah, you really get a lot of avenues to the basket on this hole. There's not really any one spot you have to be.
What I tried.
And here's Tyler, kind of in a spot where you could give it a little bit, but you got OB right there behind it and to the left.
Trying to pitch it in.
Oh my. Oh, that's going to be close. I think he's in, but that is a painted line.
Brad.
And there's Brad with another birdie. 5 down through 6 holes. He sure makes his course look easy, doesn't he?
Yeah. Tyler for birdie. No problem. Gonna get back to even.
Yeah, that's a great bird.
Still 7 strokes back from Brad.
I mean, yeah, with the nearest competitor 7 strokes back, Brad's got to be thinking about just putting it in cruise control and walking home with a nice check.
Going into hole 7, par 3, 262 feet. Gonna take a forehand or a backhand turnover and try to land it into this hill and give yourself a putt. There is a little slope on the backside, but also a backstop with those 2 big logs over there. And this initial gap can give you trouble if you release it too early or make a little grip block. But Brad probably with that force he's been throwing into the hill, just like that.
It's the leaner. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's a great shot. Full 15-foot putt, 10-foot putt. Yeah, Eddie's starting to feel good. 3 for the last 3 holes, so that's going to be a little momentum shift there for him. Got a long way to go. 10 strokes back from Brad still, but
Trevon hits a tree, but sits right in the middle of the fairway.
yeah, easy par.
Yeah.
It's a tight gap. It's tighter than it looks, I think. And when you get through if you hit the whole gap, pure the whole way, you get down there, there's still that one leaning tree with the sign on it that really, I mean, that thing crushes dreams sometimes.
This looks great.
That's perfect.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's perfect. And it stayed. Nice shot.
You can see that slope back there definitely can give you trouble, whether it's off your second or your first shot. But
Pretty good bid at it from how far out he was. And Brad here with another great drive. That's 6 down through 7 holes. I mean, man. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, I mean, Eddie being 4 down through 7, and he missed the first 3. That's 4 straight for Mr. Shreddy. Oh, almost lost Tyler there. There we go.
3 birdies
Nice
on
bird.
this hole. Is,
Almost an ace from Tyler there, honestly. Just a
Yeah.
little low.
Second day in a row, you guys make me feel crappy for not getting this one. This one's hard.
That is a hard hole.
Trevon is right. Hole 8, par 4, 393 feet. We got that new Hyzer gap to the right of this initial gap, but also you want to just get up into the middle. You see a lot of people go putter up the middle, but also you see people go for the eagle. We did see an eagle on this hole today, this day. So it's definitely there. It's definitely possible. It's definitely in play. But really, you just want to hit this initial gap that you see the camera looking at here. And you see Brad go with the Hyzer.
Hey, who was that eagle bit?
Brendan Taylor with
Brendan
this eagle.
Taylor with the eagle.
It's a pretty impressive eagle on
Great
this hole,
eagle.
no matter how you do it. And look, this was what. It's good.
Yeah, that's a great shot. I mean, anything up past that split tree, you're going to get a really easy birdie. Oh, no.
We saw Trevon go over there yesterday. Still, I think he made it to save the par.
Yeah, he did. Oh, hits it again.
Good kick.
Tyler's taking a walk through the 100-acre woods here. That's a pretty good scramble shot, yeah. Be a pretty easy par from there. Trevon got a bad kick, but I mean, honestly, not bad. The placement. He's got a nice straight shot here, and oh man.
Little Yankee.
Yeah, he tugged it over to the right, and that's gonna be a tricky up and down now from there.
Brad making use of that Hyzer gap that's new off the tee.
Yeah. Brad upset about his 15-foot birdie putt here. I would be too, Brad.
Looks like Trevon's got a little gap over there. He is sending.
Yeah. It was more open than I thought. At least he'll get that get the easy par. And Tyler left himself nice open here. That'll be just fine. And Eddie, this is for eagle for Eddie, so. Yeah, that's a great shot. And he's parked for the birdie. Terrific shot from Eddie. Another birdie for Brad. Only 7 down through 8. Slow start, but I'm sure he'll turn it around. Oh, yeah.
It's another good scramble
That's
par.
yeah, great par from Tyler. Good par from Trevon as well. And another good birdie from Eddie. That's 5 in a row for Eddie. Yeah.
Seems like it. Going into hole 9, the hardest hole on the weekend, it seems like, par 4. 575 feet. Going to want to pitch a Hyzer around this corner. And then your second shot's going to more than likely go over this OB Creek and down this tunnel to the tight green that we have down there with OB path deep of the basket. You can see Brad go with a forehand, turning it over, trying to put himself in the middle.
Brad, that's good height.
That's going to be just fine.
Similar
He
spot.
birdied from a harder spot yesterday.
Yeah.
Find a way.
Comes Eddie. Oh, that's going to leave it short.
Tyler with that buzz again.
Yeah, that thing is a workhorse in his bag, man. He throws that a lot. Seems like he can really shape it to whatever line he needs, but that's going to be an unfortunate kick into the woods.
Looking a lot different than our lead card yesterday, carding 2 birdies. Seeing 1 is pretty rare. Trevon making that
Oh, that looks
adjustment.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that is perfect. What a shot from Trevon.
Corner before the land.
He's way out of position here, so he's just going to go ahead and lay up to the boards. That's a very smart move. Veteran play to just take your medicine, take your par. You lose no strokes to the field taking a par there. You're just fine with it. Tyler's going to do the exact same thing and put it right in the middle there. That's a good shot. Brad's looking to do the same shot he did yesterday, but just a little shorter. And that also looks good.
Wow.
A little rough finish there, but I mean, come on.
Getting there in 2 is
Yeah,
still
that's
impressive.
amazing. He's got a nice 25-foot putt. He should be able to honestly just step back in there and have an open putt. A little bit of a pulled shot there from Trevon. And there's a good shot from Tyler. He wanted it to get up a little bit, but it's still going to be just outside circle for a birdie or a par. I believe that's for a par, actually.
You can see that Trevon's in this pretty deep in this rough over here.
Yeah, this right side on this hole is super thick. So you're just trying to go pretty much into the sky and Hyzer out, and even just getting to the fairway. Yeah, just getting to the fairway is hard to do on that one.
And then Eddie's over here on this left side. He's looking, maybe he's pop a roller out there.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to look to get out there into circle one for the
Great
putt.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great out, man.
Parks it. Oh, it sails it a little long. Tyler's going to want that one back. And here's Brad coming from the woods.
Brad for birdie.
Oh my goodness, because that would have just been too insane if he made that. I mean, a par is still an incredible score on this hole, so.
Do want to give a shout out to a couple locals. 2 birdies on this hole this day. The hardest hole on the course, Forrest Brewer and Kevin Fodrey.
Oh yeah, baby. Almost threw it in for the 2 on the second shot. Left it a little short, and Hyzer flipped a buzz down the middle. It was a nice shot. Don't look at the rest of the scorecard, but that was a good hole.
Never mad with a par on hole 9. Still technically taking a half a stroke there. Going into hole 10, par 4, 657 feet. You're gonna see some forehands up this left side, or even some big Aidian Hosler flexes over the mulch with the trees in there. You see where they will land in that landing zone and then take an approach over the next set of trees to the green.
Yeah, you're really looking for forehand or a backhand Annie on that big crush shot to give you just another Hyzer shot back into the basket. But being short. Yeah,
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's enough on the side. He should have something, but anything tight on those trees, they're really low. So unless you're local JD Hosler, you're probably going to be hitting your head on a branch.
Yeah. Eddie going for the crush here.
Lap. That should be okay.
And that's a
That's a
bomb.
roller.
Yep, that's great. That's
Yeah.
200 feet to the pin, that little white sign. So
Just gonna
he's
be a
going to be,
Hyzer.
yeah, just chilling. Comes another Zeus crush from Tyler.
You put it down to the second
Oh,
set of
get
trees.
over those trees. And you're going to have to get in a little more Annie on that one.
And this is where that OB left comes into play.
And he's in. That's just fine. Wow, that got close. It's a little pinch from there, but he should have a nice stock forehand or stock backhand Hyzer to the basket there.
We saw Trevon go for the backhandy the day prior to this, and today he's opting for the forehand, and he's got a much better result off the tee here.
Yeah, he got caught on those trees a little bit, didn't want to have the same mistake, so he said, I'm just going to punch a forehand out here, give myself the second shot to make something happen here. Brad slipping a little bit on the mulch there. It's going to be short, but pretty hard to get a birdie from that position, so he's probably just going to have a nice layup here and walk away with the par.
Yeah, easy up and down for par there. And I can imagine he's slightly comfortable with a 9-stroke lead right now on the closest guy.
Hard to be sweating when you're 9 strokes ahead of somebody on a course like this.
This looks a little inside for Trevon, but it's going to be edge of circle 1, 30 to 35 feet over there. And this is where Eddie's drive ends up.
Crushed. It's honestly, you can get punished. So when you throw those big backhand flex shots, you get so close to these trees that you either have to go really low or straight up and down. And so he's going to be left with another 30, 35 footer. It's hard. You almost want to be just a little shorter than that or like 60 more feet.
Tyler's got a spike Hyzer with that Captain's Raptor again.
Oh, wow. And it almost throws it in. He's almost thrown that disc in a few times this weekend. Oh, man. Brad still almost manufactures it from there. Another long putt here for Trevon.
Yeah.
Sneaks it in. Great putt. He's going to be happy with that bird. And Eddie from just inside circle, snagging that birdie as well.
This is what Brad has left for par. 7 down through the front 10, can't be mad. Tyler works back to 1 under.
Yeah, not the round he's looking to have, but he's got a couple of holes left to make something happen. That was the conclusion of the front 10. We've got 9 more holes of action before we crown the champion. It's going to be who can chase down Brad. He's got a nice, comfortable 8-stroke lead, but we've seen some people making moves. Eddie Ward 5 down on the front 10. That's a pretty good round, and we'll see some more action here. So tune back in for the back 9, and as always, thanks for watching, and thanks to Sky Hyzer for this awesome coverage.